Hey y'all, hey, I'm back. So I promise I'm really not gonna be here long. This is a conversation I really want to have in the comments with you guys. So if you don't watch the Joe Budden podcast, you might not really care too much about this video. But I'm pretty sure if you watch the JBP, you've seen like the last, I would say maybe month or so, maybe last couple of weeks, that Jae'won, who is Jada's son, has been on the pod a little bit more. Now let me just say, I've been following Jae'won. I think I started following Jae'won. Okay, so I started following Kiss right after the verses. So right after the iconic. If verses didn't do nothing right, they give us a lot of iconic moments. But the Locks versus the Dipset verses or whatever. After that, I started following Jada Kiss, and I don't know how I started following his son, but somehow, maybe like within the midst of all of that, I think I started following his son because I didn't even know he had a son. And let me just tell y'all randomly, I started going on this spree of following celebrities' kids because celebrities' kids are always like a lot of times their pages is like way more interesting because they're not like face fronting or whatever like their parents are. So like I randomly follow Morris Chestnut's son, like who's really into anime and stuff. Like his Instagram is a nice time. But anyway, yes, I follow his son or whatever, Jae'won. I know that he's a rapper. He be working. So when I seen him pop up on a pod, I was like, whoa, what where where the hell he come from? Hold on. Let me make sure. Does anybody know how old that boy is before I say what I want to say about Jae'won? I think, okay, he said he graduated from college in 2018. Okay, so that means he's only 2 years younger than me. So I can say that. Yeah, he's a nice looking young man, right? I'm only 2 years older than him, so I feel okay saying that. He is a nice looking young man. Like he looks like his dad, but he don't at the same time. I don't know. I thought he's a very attractive young man. I know he has a woman. No disrespect. I'm just saying, right? But yeah, so he's been on the show, and really, like I said, I really more so want to have a conversation in the comments. What do y'all think about his addition to the show? Do you think he's a good fit? Do you not think he's a good fit? Do you think he's coming on to replace somebody like maybe Flip? What do you guys think? So I think he would be a great replacement for Flip. Like, I think Flip has his moments where he's funny and he has his timing, but I could do without Flip is the point. Like, Flip hasn't been on a lot of these episodes, and honestly, I could do without him. He has, like I said, he has his moments where he's funny and it's cute or whatever, but I would more so be okay if Jae'won replaced Flip as like a permanent host. If we keep Imani as a permanent player, if we keep Imani as a permanent person, and if we could remove Flip, that'll be cool. Now, I will say that at times, just visually, it's a lot of y'all. Like, it's a lot of y'all. Like, it's a lot of people on one mic. Visually, that's all I'm saying. Like when they're actually interacting and stuff, it vibes and it flows pretty damn well. But visually, that means, okay, so if we are including Flip about how many people we have on a mic now, so we have Joe, Mel, Flip, Ish, Ice, Imani, Parks, now Jae'won, and throw in Corey, because Corey being a that's 9. So take away Corey, that's 8 people that's gonna be on a mic at one time. It's kind of a lot at times. I can tell that Parks has taken a little bit more of a back seat or whatever. So maybe that's just more on Parks' end to just like maybe not chime in as much since there are so many people. But I do like the idea of him being on the show because number one, he is a little bit younger. I like the age bracket too, right? So that means, I think he said he's 27. He's about to be 28 then if he graduated in 2018. He's probably about to be 28, right? So I think I'm 29, that's what I'm saying now. But I think it's a good age bracket because you're not crazy, like you're not like a teenager, you ain't in college. So you ain't that damn young, but you also not Joe in them age where you're like super, super mature and grew up in the 90s. Like, I'm telling you, I think it's a good balance. Because if he's only 2 years younger than me, then that means that our memory as far as like music and things like that are pretty like similar. And so I think people in my age bracket, if I like use his age and my age, I feel like we are a good conduit for the middle ground, because as a kid I grew up on mostly like 90s, early 2000s. Like that's where I was as a kid. As a adolescent, teenager, more so on the 2010s side. So it's like he fits perfectly right in the middle. He really does. He fits perfectly in the middle to talk enough about like, a little bit of the newer stuff that's going on, but also still having the history and being aware of what came before him and things. And with Jada being his dad, he just has like a nice, little knowledge of the things that they like that Joe and them in their quote unquote heyday was a really big deal. So I think he's a good addition from that standpoint. I will say it feels like at times he is playing up for the camera, and like I get it. I think he just needs to at times find a little bit more of a natural way to do it. Like this last pod, he was hilarious. Like them last 10 minutes, he had Ish was pissed at Jae'won because Jae'won kept like picking at him, and you could tell he was getting real mad about the fact that he kept messing with him. But that shit was hilarious. That Jae'won was funny, super funny. Yeah, so I like him as an addition. I think that as time goes on, I think the playing to the camera thing that will go down as he's on there a little bit more. But I do like him. I think he pushes people in the sense of like he don't really kind of play the back role. He's very engaging. He knows what he's talking about. I do think that he still has like a lot of, again, he's not that much younger than me, but I do still feel like he has like a lot of, no disrespect, like young nigga mentality type of things. Cause like some of the stuff that he say, you can tell that he is still young, but that's good though in this dynamic. In the dynamic that they're in, I think that's good though, cause he can learn a lot from them and they can learn a lot from him. So I think it's really good. I'm telling y'all, listen to what I'm saying, Joe. Listen, Joe, Ian, the powers that be, listen to what I'm saying. You guys, as much as I really like Jae'won, you guys should have gotten a girl. You guys need, and I've done now 2 separate videos on this shit. Joseph, what is his full? Joseph Anthony Budden and Ian. Listen to the words that are coming out my mouth. You guys need a female Jae'won in the sense of, and I said this already, go back and watch my other video where I said Mel Ford needs help. You guys need another female that is in that age bracket. So maybe to me, a good age would be 30. A 30-year-old woman, 29, 30, like I said, somewhere around my age bracket, 29, 30. You need another female co-host, as I like Jae'won and I think he should stay. But I also think it continues to fuel the imbalance on that show where it's just Mel. You guys need to even it out just a tad bit more. And the way to do that is to add a younger female. Again, somebody that's within Jae'won's age range. So she's not, and I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot of y'all know the girls that Joe and them be bringing up there, no disrespect, but they be bird bitches and they sit there and they laugh at them. I remember I had commented on one of the Patreons that they brought one of the girls in, and one of the girls wanted to argue back and forth with me because I said in the comments, I don't like this because they're laughing at them and not with them. And one of the girls commented back and was like, oh my gosh, you're taking things so seriously. No, see, and that's the type of women that y'all pick. Y'all pick women that y'all are directly laughing at them and they think you're laughing with them. We need women that can think, that have a little bit of smarts to them, just the no disrespect. I know that sounds so disrespectful. I'm not saying that the women that they've brought so far, are not smart. But the whole let's bring a baddie on here, like, keep that for separate shit. We need a smart young woman that knows her music a little bit. I think she should not be in the industry because I think that would help a lot. Maybe she can be like in the industry, but from like a corporate standpoint. But you guys need another female on that show. You do. Because again, it's really starting to lean and tip. It was already leaning against Mel. If y'all added another female there, it would balance it out. And y'all would still like outrank them or whatever, because it would be 7-2 versus 8-1. Do you get what I'm saying? So That's the only critique that I really have, is I think that they need to bring a female on. But outside of that, again, I do like Jae'won on the show. I think he should stay. I think we should get rid of Flip. And that's just pretty much all I got. Oh, last thing I want to say. Merlot Mel is a nice time. The Mel that we saw on this Patreon is the Mel that we met, is the Mel that we saw the very first time that she came on this show, like when she was just a guest. That's the type of Mel that we like. Mel had all the smoke for Takara, and let me just say this, and again, this is why I said she needs a female there to back her up. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all sitting up there laughing at her. No, the way that Takara told that story did make Melissa look like, it made Melissa look crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. It made her look like she was, like she said, like she was sneaky, like she was mad, like she was just like real, like she was just being a real slimy ass bitch. And again, the way that men handle their friendships and the way that women handle their friendships and expectations and things like that, they differ. So y'all didn't get what Mel was saying, but I totally, and I've been waiting for Mel to speak on this. I'm so glad that she spoke up and said something, because again, if you're my friend and we hung out all the time, 24/7, 365, not 24/7, but if we done hung out for 15 plus years and that's how you really felt about what happened, and the first time I'm hearing that is on a platform and not you saying it to my face, yes, I have a problem with you. And I'm not, Mel, go the fuck off. Go the fuck off. Go off. Because who cares at this point? And Mel had to talk her shit to say, like, let's remind you who I was in the 2000s. Pretty much saying, like, you're making it seem like I was fawning and tripping over Drake when I was not. Be clear. I feel like Mel probably messed around with Drake. She liked him. He liked her. But as far as, I think Mel probably feels like Takara was trying to make it seem like she was like this little groupie that was going crazy over Drake and was just so obsessed and so mad. No, bitch, I'm Melissa Ford. Be clear. I was on that nigga's wall. Talk your shit, Mel. I'm telling you, Mel needs a female there, because I would have been like, bitch, fuck out of here. Mel Ford's poster was probably on that nigga's wall. So who the hell is she to really be pressed over the dorky ass, light skinned, wannabe rapping ass nigga at that time? Because that's who Drake was. Be clear. Be clear. Bitch, I was the prize, not him. The same way Takara was the prize, not him. I know that's the fuck right, Mel. I know that's the fuck right, Mel. But y'all get in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm out. Bye.